Most people grow up hearing the same message about retirement. Work until 65, claim Medicare, take Social Security at full retirement age, and things should fall into place. It sounds logical, it feels responsible, but in practice, the financial picture between ages 62 and 70 is more complex than most people realize. And depending on your situation, retiring at age 62 may provide more flexibility than waiting until 65. Not because of market performance, but because of taxes, timing, and how retirement income rules interact. This doesn't mean retiring at age 62 is always the right choice, but there are scenarios where retiring a few years earlier may give households more control over their long-term tax exposure, Medicare costs, and withdrawal strategy. Hi, I'm Tracy Schaff, Certified Financial Planner at Sterling Shire Investments. If you find this helpful, feel free to use the link below to schedule a meeting. Today, we will walk through why retiring at age 65 is not always the safer option and why age 62 sometimes offers more planning flexibility and why the best choice depends on your financial situation, health needs, and long-term income plan. Part 1. Why age 65 became the default retirement age. Many people assume 65 must be the ideal age because it lines up with Medicare. But the tax system, Social Security rules, and withdrawal requirements from retirement accounts were not designed around individual retirement age. They were designed around income patterns and life expectancy decades ago. Today, Americans often live 25 to 30 years beyond retirement. And during those years, taxes, income sources, and required distributions can significantly affect long-term financial stability. The assumption that 65 is always the most stable choice sometimes overlooks the financial transitions that occur in the early 60s. Transitions that can either increase or reduce future tax exposures depending on when a person retires. Part 2. Why retiring at 62 can create valuable planning flexibility. Let's look at the 3 most common reasons why some households consider retiring earlier than planned. The first reason, a gap between age 62 and 65 can lower long-term taxes. When someone retires at age 62 and hasn't yet started Social Security, their taxable income may drop substantially. That lower income period can create opportunities to convert a portion of pre-tax accounts to Roth IRAs, or withdraw modest amounts from retirement accounts at potentially lower rates, or reduce future required minimum distributions, otherwise known as RMDs, which can potentially manage future Medicare IRMAA brackets. These strategies do not guarantee lower lifetime taxes, but many retirees use these early retirement years to improve long-term flexibility. For those who retire at age 65 and claim benefits immediately, this window can be much smaller. Reason number 2. Working longer can increase future RMD pressure. While continuing to contribute to a 401k or IRA can help build retirement assets, additional contributions and market growth may also increase the future taxable balance in those accounts. This balance becomes important because RMDs, required withdrawals at pre-tax accounts starting at age 73 under current law, determine a significant portion of taxable retirement income. Retiring early does not necessarily solve this, but it may allow retirees to address pre-tax balances over a longer period before RMDs begin. This isn't about avoiding taxes, it's about spreading income more evenly so that later years remain manageable. Reason number 3. Earlier retirement may align better with lifestyle goals. Many retirees describe their 60s as their active years, where they feel healthiest and most able to travel and enjoy activities. Retiring early does not guarantee better outcome, but it may give people more flexibility to use their savings during the years when lifestyle goals matter most. Part 3. What about Social Security? This is the most common question. Retiring at age 62 does not automatically mean you must claim Social Security at age 62. These are 2 separate decisions. Some households retire at 62, but they delay Social Security until 67 or 70. Others take benefits earlier, depending on their needs, health, or financial circumstances. The important thing is that Social Security interacts with taxes, RMDs, and Medicare. Delaying benefits may increase the monthly amount, but claiming earlier may support cash flow during certain planning strategies. There is no universal rule. Each household must compare their trade-offs. Part 4. Risk of working until 65. Working longer can certainly provide stability, but there are a few considerations that households often overlook. The first risk is that higher income may increase short-term taxes. Many people experience their highest earnings between age 60 and 65. Continuing to work may increase taxable income, limit Roth conversion opportunities, and reduce flexibility around withdrawal and sequencing, which may affect future Medicare premiums depending on their income levels. This doesn't mean retiring earlier is better. It simply means working longer should be evaluated within the broader context of long-term tax planning. The second risk is Medicare IRMAA costs are based on income from 2 years prior. Medicare premiums, including income-related monthly adjustment amounts, also known as IRMAA, are linked to past income. If someone works at high income levels during age 65, their Medicare premiums at age 65 to 67 may reflect higher earnings. For some households, retiring at age 62 allows lower income years to be reflected earlier in the Medicare calculation. It is not guaranteed, but it's a factor worth evaluating. The third risk is savings may not increase significantly in the extra working years. Some retirees assume that working to 65 always provides a stronger financial base. But depending on debt, lifestyle costs, inflation, or ongoing family support, the additional savings may not live up to expectations. This is not a criticism, just simply an observation that retirement earlier may not reduce savings dramatically as some people fear. Part 5. When retiring at age 62 may make sense. Retiring earlier may be worth exploring when most savings are in pre-tax accounts, or the retiree wants more flexible years before Medicare and RMDs, work stress or health concerns are a factor, or there is a desire to use early active retirement years more intentionally, or Social Security can be strategically paired with retirement planning. Again, none of these guarantee a better outcome. They simply create new planning opportunities. Part 6. When waiting until age 65 may be more appropriate. Working until age 65 may make more sense when there is a limited savings outside of Social Security, or employer health care is needed until Medicare begins, or retiring earlier would require larger withdrawals, or a pension is significantly reduced with early retirement, or debt and financial other obligations require continued income. These considerations should be evaluated in a full financial plan. Part 7. The bottom line. The choice between retiring at age 62 and 65 is not about what is right universally. It's about understanding how age, income, taxes, healthcare, and future withdrawal requirements interact. Retiring early may offer more flexible tax planning years, additional time to manage pre-tax accounts, and more active years for lifestyle goals. Working longer may offer continued income, additional savings, and more time to prepare for retirement expenses. The key is to evaluating these choices within your own financial context. If you'd like to explore how retirement timing may affect your long-term planning, feel free to reach out.